I will my chocolate. I smell a shivering nut. Got a reflection of shyness. Booyah! Give me some doubles to eat. Give me some bottle to drink. Give me some doubles to eat. I will make it well after being bred by a dog at night. I even forget how to walk the road of my pretty street. Hey, hey, when you're in trouble like this, the resolution might be to go home and think. Cause when you join the birdie, you feel lots of more words. Look from the lady. When you're in trouble like this, the resolution
Holy
might
crap
be
meats. No, last time was sometimes there's a robot. This time I'm making a cultural reference to the stream name. We're live.
Outstanding.
Hooray, it's Final Fantasy VI.
It's Final Fantasy VI.
I have to...
I mean, I'm sure that so far it's been like fine, amusing enough, but I hope we eventually land on something that you positively like. That's like really fun or enjoyable.
Oh, I didn't. Did this game or just games in general?
And Final Fantasy VI specifically, since
Okay.
it's the one we're playing. And
That's
so on.
It's a good point to bring up because sometimes I wonder if I'm incapable of feeling joy. And
That is a matter for your therapist.
but I am enjoying the game.
Hmm.
Although I need to...
We call that periods of being anhedonic. You can, typical of depressive episodes. I've been through a fair few of those myself.
I just think it's my... I think it's just my brain chemistry. Right, so I can just press like down, down, left, and then I shoot my beam.
Yep.
I have the Key Kong wave. How many games have we done where the goal has been to use Key Kong wave?
I think just 2, but
I think it's come up more than twice. Didn't Suikoden
any of that in Wild Arm?
No, Suikoden, the buff lady.
Yeah, Suikoden. The buff lady could also throw a fucking Hadouken.
Yeah.
If we ever do like Romancing Saga 3, if I can convince you to do that.
I mean,
although at this point I don't know how.
I've played a fair amount of Romancing Saga 3 on my own. I like that game a lot. I just don't know if I'm capable of playing it. Because that game is a wild beast that requires a firm hand. It's
3 sprint shoes should have us covered forever.
Yeah. Do I need to take a nappy? I can take a nappy. Would you say that Romancing Saga 3 is a tempestuous lady of a game? The kind you might have a wild romance with in the Scottish Fens.
Yes. With the asterisk that she is the archetypal tsundere, like very maybe not even tsundere, maybe just
a sadist,
aggressive and abrasive.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a market for that.
So it's a very, enemies to lovers kind of whirlwind. It can also come back around to being enemies late in the game, where they hide all of their nastiest surprises. I still need to get back to at some point
killing everyone,
redoing my playthrough. Yes, because unbeknownst to me, defeating an Abyssgate Guardian brings everyone back to life. I had so carefully gotten them all killed, and then in doing one of the 4 things that's necessary to complete the game, they all got to live again. And I'm like, God damn it!
Now you've got to
bury all of you.
You have to go kill the ball again.
Except the snowman. Snowman stayed dead.
Yuki, here's for you, Yuki.
Yep. Oh, we're doing the... I see.
Yeah, we died.
We didn't use that save point at the back of Bannon's office, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome to my cave office.
I mean, a cave is a pretty good place for an office. It's climate controlled. It's 50 degrees all year.
Yeah. Great for storing your wine and cheese, I guess.
And film negatives.
That's part of the returners game plan. I'm gonna be pretty honest. I don't like our prospects because the resistance seems to be 12 guys in a cave. And I mean, I guess that's why they're trying to recruit.
Yeah, they're
like, look, we gotta
those are rookie numbers. We gotta get those numbers up. Granted, the Empire seems to be like 4 towns and some at about 20 soldiers.
Yeah, but they have like an Air Force, powered armor, like enough soldiers that you need 3 entire generals to, deal with them.
It seems awful early in the game to be giving us an air knife.
Well, that's because Air Lancet is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not the powerhouse that it is in 5.
Yeah.
That always had me surprised.
Yeah,
holy smokes, this is good.
We're playing as Firma. I'm on a whim. I've been naming everyone jokey names because maybe I should respect the game more. But I've been doing that to all of our games so far, right? Okay, now I want to tell you no again. But thou knowst.
All right, there we go. No adventure for us.
Yeah, I just want to go
which
home.
Will become surprisingly consistent later with Terra's arc, but we'll get to that when we get to it. One of the other things that I didn't like about the pixel remaster of 6, I mean, apart from everything, is that they made Celeste and Terra like they like thinned them out a little bit. It's like, come on, we have like these are warriors.
Really, they should just make every 3 hours that you play the game, they should make Sabin's sprite 2% larger.
Yeah,
that's because he's getting gains.
We gotta cheek him up a little.
Yeah,
I think Sabin could do with like a bigger dumpy.
Well, he's got to do a lot of squats, right?
Right. You can't suplex a train without putting in the leg day efforts. Like, come on.
It's part of being a martial artist is having a big dumpy.
It's the core of his strength. Well, anyway, so we got the thing. Good. Very good.
Okay, now we can...
Well, we probably should go up like on the screen and use the save point.
You probably should. Does nobody have... They took all my relics off. Well, who do you think we're going to keep in our party the longest? She's probably not, but I'll give her the sprint shoes. And
do we have any other choice relics?
This theoretically could keep Bannon alive. Theoretically,
that's true. Like if he gets put on critical health, that's at least someone who will jump in front of a physical hit for him.
Yeah, Bannon, Okay, they can let us go back.
Yeah, got a bit of a wild man look to him. Look at that. Fiery presence. Real barn burner.
That is a plot point in one of my favorite books I've talked about before. The Anubis Gates. There's an English poet who is famous, and one of the things he's famous about one of the things he's famous about is his huge amount of hair and very big bushy beard. And it becomes to light that the reason he's like that is because he was possessed by a werewolf. So he had hirsutism. He had hair all over his body.
Okay. Is that like a regular expected thing of the narrative of these books, or is that just a peculiar extra special thing for him?
There's actually a string of strange incidents that have happened where I have to remember I guess how do you defend? Okay, kill. Maybe I should noise blaster because I want to make sure I kill Pterodon. So I should probably attack him with magic.
Yeah. That's not that bad.
And of course, save and pick incorrectly.
Roast him. Okay, it spent a turn hitting itself instead of doing the nastiest possible thing.
Okay, use fire on him, and I should probably just always use noise blaster in fights with Pterodon. Anyways, there's an event in London that they called like the Dancing Ape Plague, where they kept finding very weird apes who were dying in public places in violent ways. And it's because the werewolf who was possessing people was repossessing new people and jumping from body to body. And the other apes were... they weren't apes, they were just people covered in hair.
What fun.
I went right this time.
So we're thinking that something similar might have happened to Bannon?
Yeah, he
was...
Werewolf
possession?
Yeah, he was possessed by a werewolf. So now he's hairy.
Okay.
I mean, that's as good a guess as any, right? Do you have an explanation better than possessed by a werewolf?
I think the explanation of he's just like that is a better explanation, actually, yeah. But, I mean, we're playing a game that has, like, magic and espers in it. There is one wolf, so this is possible.
That's also a time travel novel, and one of the characters attempts to track down the werewolf by, in 19th century London, opening up a cutting-edge depilatory salon, they call it, where they electrically remove your hair with electrolysis. Because they think, the werewolf, he's got to be hairy, right? So if we open up a place that removes hair, he'll show up.
Okay, I mean, I've heard more half-baked plans, but not often.
It also just ends up being a fairly successful business.
I mean, they did good work. We ran it like a legitimate thing. Oh, are we actually getting no random encounters?
Yeah.
Yeah, game's too easy. Unbelievable, that run. What the heck? You got minimum encounters.
Our speed run is our speed run is on course.
Yeah, we tripped up on Welk a little bit. Didn't really need to do that. Ooh, we're gonna get seafood soup.
I want to try Bioblaster.
Youch! Seafood soup.
It's seafood soup. Ink pasta.
Ooh, he gave us the cool glasses.
Yeah, if only those did something.
They don't. They just look nice.
I'm just going to do it again. You can do that all you want.
He is weak to fire. This means he's attacking Terra with a tentacle.
That's established in Final Fantasy that octopus bosses or octopus enemies attack women. That's not weird at all.
But so that's just, Carl Boss Final Fantasy V.
Yeah, it's
thing.
weird that it's happened twice.
He doesn't always target Terra. He will always target not Banon first.
Yeah.
He has something to say about... I don't think he actually has something to say about Edgar.
He's the normal man.
If he says, "You frighten me," that's when he's attacking Banon with a tentacle, and that could give us a game over. So, one of the health turns might need to be a defend on Banon instead, which can prevent that. Gaining a couple levels can also do it, but we haven't done that because we got minimum encounters.
He's trying.
Man, extra mean. Okay. You might be wondering, oh, wow, Kaz, why do you know so much about this fight? You have to know this fight inside and out if you're going to do a low-level playthrough, which I have done before.
I imagine it can also be quite difficult in the randomizer.
You made it. I guess we thrashed it.
What's an octopus doing in a river anyways?
At least the Abyssanim randomizer doesn't show its fangs until much further into the game, and at this point, typically you have at least one ability that is, completely busted. That starts going away as soon as enemies get more resistances and absorbs, which just sort of always happens and is super annoying.
He's going to hit it with
the only consistent way... Yeah, hit it with a blitz! The only reliable way to get damage on enemies at all is to use no-miss physical attacks, which there are some of. Oh, and you have to use attacks that have short animations, too, because otherwise the lengthy animation fucks everything up, because speed is messed up in this game, and no one noticed it for 30 years.
I'm glad that I gave my speed shoes to Terra.
Well, the answer might surprise you. There was no wrong answer.
I'm gonna guess that also it strips your relics off a lot. I remember the game just doing that.
Yeah.
I
remember talking to a friend who was super annoyed at Final Fantasy IV and couldn't play it because it kept changing their party.
At that friend's name,
items
was it Bidden? I've talked about this before.
Well, no, it was someone else who's also annoyed by that. But it's I just don't. I don't understand that in the least.
Intellectual.
My precious rod. How will I?
To me, it was more me losing items when characters died, which intellectually I know is not a big deal. I can understand it intellectually that the items that those characters use are only for those characters, and you will get better ones later, so it does not matter.
Instantly, always, yeah.
So it does not matter. But emotionally,
see,
I was 12 when I played the game.
Will get you killed. This is very understandable from a 12-year-old. Much different from an adult, right?
But because I was once bitten, twice shy about having my fucking items stolen from those bastard children who turned into rocks. Fuck you, children.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay, who are we going for?
So when you were considering playing Fear and Hunger, I think
Oh, no.
We need to-
No, see, now fear hunger is a different thing. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna have a little girl in my party, and she's gonna get her fucking arms cut off, and I am not gonna care that much, because she can only
In
use
some
the
scenarios, you get to keep the arm afterward.
yeah, and she can only. I know that's a much bigger thing in Termina, because the most convenient way of getting soul stones is to trade in heads you've cut off corpses. So you're just constantly using the bone saw to cut heads off people.
Oh no. Internet.
Uh,
Did my internet die?
no, I can hear you still.
Not good.
Uh-oh. I can hear you still. I can hear you still. Can you read this message?
Ah, wait. Unfrozen.
Okay, you're back.
I am.
This was happening.
Discord fucking up.
This happened recently with Am I cursing people's streams? This time my own. When I did a Magic Foundations draft with Jins, like his Discord crashed so much as to almost crash his entire computer.
Huh.
I wonder if I'm cursing
Okay.
people.
Well, as for the scenarios, we have.
I want to go left or
Locks,
right
we have
first.
Sabins.
So either
Okay.
Sabin or Lock. You pick.
I would prefer Lock. There's a lot of fun. Locks is my favorite scenario. This is a really fun little thing.
John. Metal Gear. Although, wait, that doesn't make sense. Because Big Boss's name was John, but Snake, which Locke is more like, his name is David.
Okay, and
he's naked. I think this has to do with my config, where... Nope. It just...
I mean, you could just hit optimum on him, and
yeah, I was
it'll give him the air lance. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I could give him running
Weird that
shoes.
we don't have a buckler, but... No, sprint shoes. Running shoes is a different item.
That gives haste, yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan, Idaho. Did Duncan, Idaho have a wife? Out of the find a room that's drafty. Do you have a clock?
Is there a clock in your house?
Can I steal from you?
Did he look? But yeah, I do know like exactly what to do, and I forget the degree to which this is described in the manual, but the manual does include, I think, up to the returner's hideout at least.
That makes sense.
But I wanna be a little hands off. It's like,
yeah,
okay,
you gotta let me figure it out.
Locke
And see how much of this I can remember.
He's trying to leave the city. That's it. Trying to get back to Narsh.
I gotta bring some cider. I remember having to knock out a man and steal his clothes. Maybe I just steal them via using the steal command and fight. Yeah, and then he becomes a naked sprite. Yeah. I gotta find a merchant and steal his clothes.
I like how the kid says only people dressed as merchants. He doesn't give a shit. He's like, look, I don't care if you're a merchant.
I'll rip your lugs out.
But of course, stealing is miserable, so you still have to pass a random check. Ooh, a plumed hat. And he becomes the B-Day suit enemy. Which I'm pretty sure is impossible to kill.
He's invincible. Woo! I remembered the woo. I mean, I would wear a full body hat. Wouldn't you?
That sounds a little sketchy. That's some big hat Logan shit.
Actually,
I don't know if I'm about it.
Isn't Yeah,
Oh,
blue
we
cat.
already have better than the plumed hat. Okay, we can just sell that and get a buckler or something.
If I could get to a equipment shop, which I think is past that guy.
Yeah, we're not getting past that guy.
And here's that guy. But is it okay? Isn't a full body hat just like a beekeeper suit?
I mean, it's not. I suppose you could do such a thing.
It's a full body
Or
suit that
just, like,
the main.
Bayonetta's hair or whatever. That's a
Oh,
that's like
okay,
a full
no,
body hat.
that is not a hat. That is her hair.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just she
Yeah.
wears her hair as clothes. Whereas a beekeeper suit is a full body suit where the most defining the most defining part of it is the hat. Because that's the part that's special.
all right, you made it. We're in the arsenal.
I guess I could buy some bucklers. Which I could buy heavy shields as well, sure. Right, I was broke when I was here last time, so
Yeah, a little bit.
I just didn't buy anything. And it turned out to not matter exceptionally much. Kung Fu suit.
Kung Fu suit. Yeah. Now we're talking.
I'm gonna go steal that guy's clothes, maybe.
Green guy. Scram, you blockhead.
It's officer.
Hey, you got a tonic. Hooray. It'll heal you for 50 health.
Woo.
50 whole health.
So that's
50
so-
of God's own HP.
That's so many. When really you only need one, having 50 is like a lot. Now, will he get mad if I talk to him?
Probably not. Back
not-
to your post.
It's not a way to talk to an officer.
That clown, Kefka. That's I mean, you know.
At least
True facts.
at least he got name dropped. So at least he's one of the more notable clowns.
Hmm.
They won't let me
Oh,
get
yeah,
a
we can
chocobo. They got the chocobo.
Pretend to relieve that guy. We already have the best stuff from here. Yeah, he's a literal clown.
He
So
is a
it's not like
clown.
an insult. That's just sort of like his professional title, I guess.
Go to the cafe. Can I buy some juice? What was the thing the guy wanted? Cider?
He did want cider. It's true.
I demand service.
Come on, cerveza, por favor. Okay, nothing doing, I guess.
Alright. Also, no, he wanted a cider, not a cerveza. That's a different drink.
Hmm.
I don't think Star Wars ever mentioned cider.
Come to steal my cider? Yo, I think that plumed hat will fetch like 100 gil.
The price was
Like,
right.
not bad.
Yeah, Speed A suit. He's running away.
I'll just took the old man's cider.
He's just gone.
Yeah. That other guy, you beat up and he apologized. This one, you atomized him.
Okay, getting a.
For the love of God.
Okay, that wasn't. I didn't quite get. Or do I have to? Nope, the guy is relieved.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna be fucking off at the bar for like the next couple of hours.
After, oh yeah, there's the hallway there is to let you know that there's a door there.
Merchant, right? You may proceed. No, we're ripping through this. You're doing great. Ah, cider, glug glug. Okay, give grandson the password.
I forget.
Then the child murders you and steals your clothes. It's just a thing. It's like the exchanging game in the town in Pathologic 2. Everyone does it. It's just a regular thing for people to beat each other up and steal their clothes.
It's a way of building a community. I don't remember where the shop was at. Was it here?
What shop?
The guy that had the man whose clothes I could steal.
I mean, you don't need him anymore, but old habits die hard, I guess.
Well, I thought I would need it to get past the child, because he said only people wearing merchant's clothes could pass.
Yeah, but now that we're at the password step, we could just do that, and it doesn't matter what we're wearing.
Yeah, I was zapped by the child. Okay. So either one of the... I had a 1 in 3 of getting it right, or there's a secret force password that I have to get via talking to people. Maybe I can read books. Can I go talk to the blonde lady at the shop? Maybe she'll tell me. Nope. Okay. Courage. Secret entrance.
Secret entrance. Yep. That's it.
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality. That's just true.
Yeah, you're just supposed to guess. And, you know, they have one joke answer and failure. And it's like, would they really make their password failure?
Well, no one would ever guess it. That makes it a secure
That's
password.
true. Yep. We're in the back. Back of the house. Okay. Delightful.
Gotta talk to barrels.
Absolutely emptying out these barrels.
Ah, they don't have a... There's no big Third Amendment defenders here.
Yeah, we're definitely quartering troops.
Yeah. No, what was it? It was an Onion article. It was like the National Anti-Quartering Association celebrates another year of Third Amendment violations.
Man, yeah, I think that people should get more uppity about the Third Amendment. I think it's a underappreciated, underfought over amendment.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the day the music died. Big Bopper and Buddy Holly.
See, it's important.
Children are worthless to me.
The soldier who is tasked with babysitting these children. Like,
I mean, hey, you gotta start young when you indoctrinate them.
man.
Right, yeah, there's the draft in the richest man's
Yeah,
house.
the hint. They cut the music out for a hint.
These are fine. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to stop being a treasure hunter and start being an honest trader.
Yeah, I mean that's a trajectory. There's a character in an Octopath Traveler who basically was that. He was like this pirate, and then he's like, well, I have all this stuff. May as well become a merchant now.
May as well become a merchant. Happens to traders. Some kind of protagonist.
Battle-hardened Magitech knight with a spirit as pure as snow.
Hmm.
And it's Celeste.
I have to think about this one.
Hmm.
This one might be a bit of a stretch, but if you'll allow me.
Okay. Eris. That's not bad.
Celes is basically Ceres and the other dwarf planets that are around Sol. There's a couple of them, but Eris is one of the famous ones. Yeah, Doma is going to get poisoned by being in a bad plot line in Final Fantasy XIV.
I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. We can't say the word kill, die, or murdered, so we have to heavily imply.
At least when I imply that we're going to execute you. Hey, you can
I
sell...
can go for days without sleep.
You can honestly sell something that you stole. Because it was the stealing part that was dishonest. The selling part can be... As long as you give a fair price, that's honest.
Yeah. You know, layering, integration, all that shit. That's perfectly fine.
I was doing an action pose until I pressed the directional pad.
So I think we're still good at this point to do a extra special secret thing, but I'll let you cook.
Yeah, I was just gonna go wind the clock, but weak of the knees, aren't we? Yes, Kaz.
I mean, she's chained up and just got done with a beating.
I can wait a few minutes.
Let's let her stew a little.
Let her stew a little. I mean, she was still a general for the Empire.
That's true, I guess.
No one can say that I am not kind, but fair.
I mean, yeah, I guess Locke could just fucking leave. Nothing's stopping him, really.
I'm stealing from the richest man in town.
Empty. An empty treasure chest. Absolutely despicable.
I can lodge myself between these pots.
It's not ticking.
Am I not allowed to know to wind it?
You don't have the clock key.
Mm.
Can't wind it.
Thank you for the sub, gents.
Unwindable.
We were discussing how maybe I've a stream cursor because Kaz's Discord was messing up earlier. Wait, if I
just
okay,
completely stop.
I need a clock key to wind a clock, but I don't need a handcuff key to uncuff a prisoner. What kind of treasure hunter are you?
Yeah, you know, as a thief, doing something like undoing handcuffs, very common, right? Uncommon is needing to wind a clock. You need the key for that. It's a delicate operation.
What do you hope to peddle down here? No, don't become... No, I worked hard. I worked hard for my new cover. I wanted to turn over a new leaf.
Let's...
No! Our trader's common?
Okay, so... I think what you desire is possible, but we have to do some crimes.
Could I go back to the guy and steal his clothes again?
Not from here. We can't steal any clothes anymore. Something will stop you from going back into town at all, I'm pretty sure. I forget what.
There's probably some, like, autosave abuse we could do to get back. Although I've saved after that point, I think, so I'm not that concerned.
I think our most recent save is actually still fine because you're still a merchant. But what it involves is going back to the beginning of the area, basically, and using a glitch to walk through the man that's preventing us from going out to the right. And then you just leave. If you do this before meeting Celeste, then you will never name her, and she will be General Kutan.
Yeah, she'll be a Moogle. Yeah.
I mean, her visuals will still be fine, but because she never got named, the name doesn't change from Kutan.
I thought it was the naming that actually turned them from Moogles into...
Oh, no, you're right. She will appear as a Moogle. That's true.
Because Sabin doesn't appear as a Moogle, but he still has the... Like, he is a Moogle, just he has Sabin's sprite.
Okay, she tells us that this soldier has a clock key.
Stealing is wrong. I'm a merchant
now.
I
love that prompt.
I'm a merchant now.
Absolutely fucking love that prompt.
Oh, time to kill a man.
And some bread too. Mumble, mumble. I can go for days without sleep. Immediately falls asleep. There's so much about this scenario I love.
She has a hairband. Now
right.
she has a plumed hat.
Now, if you save again, I want it to be in a different slot because I want to do some stuff.
Sure.
But I promised a Star Wars reference later, and this is where we can get it.
We're already up to... Oh, look!
Huh? Oh, hail Satan! What a good number of steps.
There we
go! Yeah, I guess we have to just stand in place for the rest of the game. Shucks.
We just have to walk with... We have to move without walking. Final Fantasy VI, no walking. It's a vector pup.
That's right.
Well, I'll use this new ability. Why not? She's like a Mystic Knight, right?
She's weird. The runic ability is also pretty strange. We shouldn't use it until the tutorial for it, which comes up a little later. And it is one of the more bizarre and weaker skills in the game. I still like it because it's also very unique, and it does have uses, but not against Vector Pup.
Drink a potion. Yeah, there we go. We've killed both dogs.
Nice. Celeste should know Cure, in case you want to spend her MP on that.
Or I can use my tonics, which
That's
I've
true.
acquired quite the
handful.
passel.
Iron armor.
There we go.
It pisses me off when they take, like, some of the best sprites ever made, and they're like, no, She needs to be a dainty little lady. Because she's a girl. And it's like, okay, look, we have one party member here who can wear heavy armor and use swords. And the other one is Locke. Like, be real, dude. It just annoys me. It annoys me like the new Trigun annoyed me. There's very few things that we all want in like anime and fiction, and one of them is huge lady. We're always pounding our fists on the table. I'm always pounding my fists on the table.
I think we all. I could safely say we all are.
It's good.
Granted, the huge lady in Trigun, she was mostly just very tall.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, nice critical.
Also, there's just a good character, and her relationship with Wolfhard was very touching.
Okay, out of tonics. We are getting beaten nearly to death in every single random encounter.
I'm making sure you've got equipment for...
Yep, for your new party member. It's sweet of them, I guess.
Commander. Yeah, I could, maybe I can use some ice. Chill out.
I love the ice animation in this.
It's very snappy.
Fire 2, also one of my favorites. But yeah, pixel remasters, hate them. To take a line from our octopus fellow. You know, a soldier and multiple dogs. Typically see that pretty early into your Final Fantasies. Captain 4. What with the...
You better bring it.
They're not dogs in that, it's just more soldiers. But in 5, in the Karnak escape sequence, there's...
You better bring it. What are those dogs even called? They have a weird name.
Oh, they're not the wild Nax, but they look exactly like them.
Yeah, and they're like blind wolf or something.
They're like Karnak.
They might be
they're called Karnak.
They do tusk, which inflicts a blind.
Because our wolves needed to be more dangerous, we gave them tusks too. It's like, oh, great.
Now, will you get your grudge? Yeah, he'll get his grudge off before I can kill him. This game seems to like having enemies that do something when they're the only one left.
Mm-hmm. So that was true of 5. There's some unique things that enemies started doing in 6. And I think that kept happening forever.
Did I kill this man? No.
Scram, you blockhead. Gonna
Okay. He doesn't
react in any way to who this is? No.
He doesn't know who his former general is.
They don't program that in. Imperial memories are short.
Rhodox and Grease Monk. Back at it again. I could steal to get some tonics from them to get my HPs back.
There's a free and available slightly to our north and east. It's pretty close.
That is Saban's house, right?
Yeah. Or maybe his master's house? I don't know.
That was the house he lived at. I'm going to call it his house.
Isolated kung fu weirdos, you know? Who knows?
They grew cabbage and turnip here.
Man's gotta eat.
You make them big, you only have to grow one.
That's our monthly turnip.
Nah, this is our yearly turnip.
Yearly turnip.
This is our turnip for the
Oh,
year.
man.
Got to make it last. That's why we're making it this big.
We're gonna stretch it out. It's gonna be a lot of turnip soup with
Yeah,
the well water that we have.
Yeah, every day.
Exactly adjacent to the house.
Every day we
I
go
think-
outside and we peel a leaf off the cabbage and take a slice off the turnip, and that's today's soup.
I feel like it would be a really big problem if your well was like right next to your house, right? Like,
It depends. Okay, let's take a look at the house, and I will judge whether this passes safety legislation. I don't see any indoor plumbing. The only thing we have is we have a kettle and a bucket. So so long as there's not a septic tank, like the well water beneath the foundation of the house would probably be fine. The slight issue that could happen would be in decades when soil settling. If the well ever collapsed, basically, it could cause a sinkhole under the foundation.
That's sort of what I was expecting.
But if it's if it's a brick-lined well, though, these things can last for centuries, so it's probably fine.
That's probably fine. Okay. All right. Well, there you go, Sabin. Up to code.
Up to
Good work.
code. Although not having indoor plumbing already kind of its own issue, I would say. We got to get.
And I would say that shouldn't be a thing that we worry about in this game, except the particular thing later is going to. Oh no! You erased it. Why did you save there? Now we can't see the thing.
You told me to save in a different.
Which you did, and then.
Well, I thought you wanted a. Hold on, this might still be savable.
It's fine. I can tell you what it is. We'll just.
There we go.
Okay, so that one where he's a merchant, there's a special thing we can do.
Okay, Fouts. When you said you wanted a separate save, I thought you meant you wanted a save with Locke and Sarah.
I have no idea what you were thinking when you were like wiping out slot 1. I don't know. I don't know. You mentally guard broke me.
Okay, when you said make a separate save, to me that meant we want to save from this location in the game backed up, not keep your original save unsaved.
But which you also just erased when you did that. Okay.
No,
we just load that one?
Okay, my original save though. Okay. I didn't erase this save when you told me to make a backup save. So that's why I saved over 1, because I thought this was the save we were keeping. I didn't know this was the save we were keeping.
Okay, well, when
when you told me,
I told you to do it, and then you waited an arbitrary amount of time to enact it.
No, you told me to save in a different slot. So I thought you told me, okay, make a save that's unique to that area, which I did, and that's why I didn't save over that slot, because I thought we needed this save. I didn't know we needed this save.
No, okay. Look, we worked through it. Can we just like load the first one and get this out of the way? Because we're going to be done with this scenario very shortly.
I don't think I'm insane. I don't think this is like a who's on first situation, not a I
guess I'll need to be like hyper specific when I'm also trying to be cagey and not give away the entire game.
Okay, so am I loading this save?
You're loading the top save.
Okay.
Just need to go into town and steal from a soldier. We need that soldier outfit. Which should still be possible. If it's not, then we can just sort of ignore the rest of the exercise and get going back with the regular thing. But I think we should be able to like just take the secret passage back and
okay, yeah, that was where I came from. I was thinking, how did I get back? Going downstairs doesn't seem to be the way to get out, but it is.
It is. It literally is. So we have to go out the door to the right.
That spatially doesn't make any sense, because we go upstairs and then there's a draft in the second floor that leads to a basement.
And then you go down 2 flights of stairs. Oh man, if we want things that spatially don't make sense, wait until we get like a couple of towns in. Oh boy.
What, Zozu?
Oh yeah. Zozo really cooked my noodle when I was a lad.
I mean, I could just fail and he would destroy me, right?
Yes.
But I want to go up.
This also
I want to go up to
right.
get to the soldier anyway.
Gets him out of the way. All right, Green Man. Hey, preemptive. Lucky. Didn't get the steal, slightly unlucky. Come on! Give up the goods! There we go.
Okay, I guess we're gonna clip through the guy on the right side of town.
No, we're not doing that. No, well, not yet. I've never done it. It's like super hard. I don't want to have to learn a speedrun trick and then also somehow teach it to you and get you to learn it. I don't know.
Well,
That's too much.
You just have to jump normally, Cats.
Oh right, yeah. You jump normally using your stored speed boost charge.
Okay, where am I going? Back into the.
We're just going back to Celeste. So we're gonna. No, we need the kid to open it back up because we, politely closed the secret entrance door behind us, I guess. Although if it is a secret entrance, then that's just polite, It's like, maybe I should keep this hidden. I don't know.
Well, it's really to be up to code. Those kinds of doors have to close themselves. It's like a fire door, It has to be self-closing in order to like contain. So, like, having a well next to your house, that's fine. That's code. Not having your secret doors self-close. That's it.
It's like, up. Well, I guess the safety inspectors also have to be in on it.
These clothes are fine. So
These are fine.
do I just go talk to her as Soldier Man?
Yeah. Yep. Had to get the last one of those in, huh?
Yeah. This is Star Wars.
That's it. That's the whole fucking thing. It's a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, there we go. It's a little short for a stormtrooper.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really neat as a kid. I'm like, oh, depending on what you're wearing, she says something different. And it's like the cheapest trick in the world. This is literally just like one line of dialogue and one event flag.
I'll protect you. You're writing some big checks you're probably not going to be able to cash. The soldier has something important on him, which I think is just pressing the reset button to reload my save from the outside.
Yep. So that's it. That's the only reason I wanted that save. So you could see the Star Wars line.
Now, really, Wedge should have been named Vapo. And the robots, the mechs, could be called Rubs.
Well, there was a spell called Rub in Final Fantasy 1.
Trinobiter! The Primordite. They really got it out for old John Locke here.
Which
what?
kill spell was Rub? Rub was the kill spell that would, like, delete the sprite. This would later become a kind of funky thing. I think it was Final Fantasy III that had a very bizarre means of circumventing the final boss, where even though it was like immune to all magic and death, if you made the toad animation play on it, even though it resisted it, the animation would play and the game checks if the sprite still exists rather than anything else. It's bizarre shit like that. Or you have to, like, give it enough walls so that it has perfect resistance, but buffs are not resistible. I don't know. There's some combination of very weird shit that makes the game check if the sprite exists. Which, I mean, still exists in Final Fantasy VI. That's Vanish.
That's Vanish.
And X Zone. X Zone works by, making the random roll to see if the animation plays, and then checks if the sprite is visually there.
You have to, when memory addresses are at that much of a premium, you have to do weird stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's mostly to save space. All these games are like freakish miracles when you learn even a little bit about how they're made at all. And like Final Fantasy 1 was programmed by one fucking guy.
And that's why the old Pokemon games are like that.
Hmm.
Some of my favorite of those are how the special balls and gold silver work. Which is to say about 2/3 of them don't. There's one set. What is it? Is it yellow apricorn balls? Yellow balls? They're supposed to check if it's. They're supposed to check it for Pokemon that use flea moves, like fastballs. They're supposed to work against Pokemon that run away easily, like Abra. But instead, there's supposed to be a table that has the list of Pokemons in it that it's supposed to work. But instead of checking the contents of the table, the ball just checks the memory address of the table, which translates into working on Tangela, because Tangela's memory is like it's like the garbage. The garbage memory it tries to point to with the table just points to something that reads as Tangela. So it's like,
right.
And Moonstones. Moonstones, again, it's supposed to be a table of moon balls are supposed to work on Pokemon that are in a table of Pokemon that evolve by Moonstones. But instead, it checks for Pokemon that evolve by the table's memory address, which means that moon balls only work extra good on Pokemon that evolve via burn heal, of which there aren't any, obviously.
Oh man, missed opportunity. We have to introduce the Pokemon that evolves by using a burn heal on it.
It's Gold Bear.
That's right. It's Gold Bear. I mean, look at it. You're not wrong.
He's gonna gouge me.
It'll gouge you. Thankfully, it's not like bears in Elden Ring. We're relatively safe.
It's gotta make him go to sleep.
Honestly, the most reliable way I've found for dealing with most rune bears in Elden Ring is making them clip through the ground and die eventually.
The blood-starved beast method.
Yeah, you can do that with blood-starved beast pretty easily.
You can do that with Super Ornstein as well. There's a specific way of getting him to click out of
Oh
the
yeah, that's hard though.
Yeah.
That one's difficult. I think Bloodstarved Beast half does it on its own.
Well, he has the momentum, which is like half of it, because
Well, and like wiggity whack animations that flip his model all over the damn place.
the important part is to have the speed, because the way collision checks is it checks by frame. So if they can go if they can go a fast enough speed to cover enough distance, so that their location they would end up would, like, they would travel enough distance so that collision never has time to check. That's how you get them to clip.
Oh, we could have healed at the well. That's fine.
That's fine.
We're probably fine.
I just healed before the fight, so I'll just lose a bit of MP. It's tunnel armor. I'll draw its magic attack. It won't hurt us.
I can absorb the magic with my runic blade.
Steal. I got his air lancet.
It's yours now. Your air lancet. Tunnel armor. Bolt. No, I'll hold up my sword. And gain 6 MP.
Do I attack now, or do I use runic again?
Yeah, it'll periodically, like, use more magic, and its magic stat is huge. Like, the, like, bolt 1 that it's tossing out is murderous. So we do kind of want to keep runic up most of the time. Makes it a boring fight.
Like, do I use runic every turn, or what?
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, that's runic. It's pretty neat. Like, it prevents a spell from taking effect. It will draw the target to Eris and give her MP equal to the spell's MP cost.
Yeah, it's tunnel armor.
Mm-hmm. Tech laser. We can absorb that too. That's right. That's a magic spell, baby. 20 whole MP.
I mean, if Robo uses MP on it, why wouldn't tunnel armor?
That's true. And you know, the magic part of Magitech.
Yeah, debatably Magitech is more magic than Robo. Robo is just a robot with lasers.
Right, and like Specchio is like...
Yeah, the Master of War says you can't learn magic because you never had it.
That's fine. But it's alright because your lasers count as shadow magic. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And, I'm mocked.
Ooh, speaking of Specchio, did you know that there is a form that most players will likely never see Specchio take?
It's the frog.
Yep.
If you show up at, like, below, like, level 5.
Yeah, you have to be doing a low-level run, and he'll be this tiny little frog.
I like that Ayla doesn't get magic because she's from before magic existed.
Yeah.
It's like...
It's pretty smart.
Man, that's a good game. I'm here now. How do you think Chrono Trigger compares to Final Fantasy VI? That's like a debate for the ages, right?
Oh God! Don't make me answer that.
I'm willing to say you like this game better.
I do.
I think this game swings for the fences more.
I think that Chrono Trigger is overall a better first experience than Final Fantasy VI is. Like, if you play each game just once, then Chrono Trigger's better. And I think that Final Fantasy VI has more interesting mechanical stuff to it for repeat playthroughs.
Yeah, it says you can move your party around more, whereas you're basically stuck with Chrono for most of Chrono Trigger.
Most of the game, yeah. Chrono Trigger also gets bizarrely better and worse after you watch Dragon Ball. Like, my first experience with Chrono Trigger was before I had ever seen any Dragon Ball. So I didn't know. The Reaper is always just a step behind me.
And now we have Sonic.
Sonic!
He's got Imperial.
That's an Imperial dagger. I would recommend not giving Sonic any relics.
Yeah, because he can run away whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
In fact, I could steal his ninja gear.
Would you like to know the particulars of Shadow running away?
Sure.
It's a 1 in 10 chance to happen after every combat.
So if you want to just not have him run away, just don't get in fights.
Yeah, you could, or just don't complete them. You can just run.
I'm not the clockmaker. Wait, it's on the wall?
Got it. Lawnmower repairman, eh?
Okay, I can do that. Boulder Dash. Not Boulder Dash. Boulder Dash.
Well, we did that.
Is he just going to say it again?
Yeah, you can go through the
Is he going
go
to...
through the whole thing.
If I talk to him again after the stove... Can I squeak your bed?
Yeah, let's give it a little test here. Nope, bed's fine.
We gotta make sure it's...
All,
we gotta make sure it works fine.
All in working order.
That's the most, that's the most functional bed I've ever seen. Okay. B-core. I accidentally, fought instead of used my special move that makes me...
Aura bolt. My aura. There we go.
Okay, I was kind of hoping Shadow would just leave instantly.
I've had that happen. It's really funny when it does.
I don't want
Robite.
I don't want to fight this many guys.
Yeah, we don't have any area attacks.
Doggy.
That's right, Interceptor, baby. Interceptor is a status that Shadow has.
Yeah, I know you can, like, get it onto other people via means.
Yeah. Honestly, the way that you do that is all thanks to a move that should not exist and a naughty little frog. Worth noting that even though Interceptor will counterattack aerial targets, he cannot hit them. So he'll like run by the screen at a bird and do the animation and it'll just say miss.
I could go down and to the left and there does appear to be something there. Or is that where I came from?
No, you came from like up and to the left.
Yeah.
But of course, everything around here is tuned as if
you're alone.
You only have one party member,
Yeah,
so it's like
Sonic can just
kinda...
leave whenever he feels like it.
Mm-hmm. It will challenge you morally more than anything else, I think.
Map. I chose wrong. I should have gone towards the spot on the map.
More Robite. Part lettuce, part rabbit.
Wait. Is it like the kind of lettuce, or is it the kind of cabbage that is purple?
I mean, there are both. You could get purple cabbage, and there's that. I forget what it's called, but there's like red lettuce.
Yeah,
it's kind of purpley.
Yeah, you're right.
You usually get it in like mixes.
Or because it's probably just not as good as normal lettuce, so you.
No, it is not.
You get it first for the color.
You have discovered a special technique.
Yeah, the partial runaway.
Yeah. Shadow is faster, so he will usually run away first, and then you can... Radicchio? Ah. I wanted to say Romanesco, but that's something else. That is like a glitch in the Matrix. Fucking... Yeah, I want to eat a fractal.
I need to get some cabbage. I've been thinking about making some miso soup.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
With cabbage.
Love a good miso.
And celery.
Probably one of the better uses of celery that you could do in a soup.
So that is...
Not super fond of this stuff myself.
Celery is... I like just regular old celery in any form, but it is true that its power is unlocked in the form of soup stock.
Mm.
You just get your... What's one of the things the French figured out, is if you just boil celery, carrots, and onion together a really long time, you get a special liquid that everyone likes. That's how I'll describe it.
Hmm.
This liquid is for everyone. I mean, I could use a sleeping bag, but I only have 3, so I should probably just use a potion, or just not use either and just be invincible. Celery gimlet, huh? That does sound powerful.
Gimlet in what capacity are we talking about here? Imperial camp. That's right, you've been funneled into the one place to go. Okay, gin, lime, chartreuse. Okay, that.
Cass doesn't like gin.
I do not like gin.
Leaves more for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Although I like gin because I'll drink it, and while it's in my mouth, I think, wow, I hate this. It's like I'm drinking nail polish remover. I don't like this. And then once it's gone, my body's like, hey, what if you had some more of that gin?
What
if you had some more? Like,
jeez. See, what you're describing is why I don't like it.
No, it's because you don't have that thing at the second half where it's like. I
have to be pretty wasted to get to that point. But there is an activation point at which the goblin takes over, and there's no longer, like, a limit to the amount of my avarice.
It just wants the chemical at that. Whereas my situation is more. You ever seen that picture of the otter eating the watermelon?
Wait, what? That sounds cute.
Well, there's a picture of an otter eating a watermelon, and he's like chewing through the rind, and he makes a face as if it's extremely bitter. But he keeps eating it. So it's like... which it makes sense, because watermelon rind, pretty...
It's pretty unpalatable to humans, too. So...
Yeah. Here he is.
Do I get to see a cute otter? Oh, that is a face. Honestly, it looks like an inscription card. Like, that's... like if you just scuff that up a bit and...
He keeps eating the watermelon, though.
Animals.
They're animals. I don't know what circumstance would cause a sea otter to come in contact with a watermelon due to their living in the sea. But we just have to invent a kind of aquatic watermelon. A watermelon, if you would.
It's right there. Sea watermelon?
Yeah, sea watermelon. Yeah, Kefka's not even human. He's a clown.
I mean, in all likelihood, if we do invent the sea watermelon, it would probably ruin some ecosystems or something.
I don't know. Maybe the sea could adapt to having melons in it. The real problem would be when we import the sea toads to come eat the sea lice that eat our sea melons. But the sea toads are too successful.
Sea toads.
and start poisoning all the wildlife. You know, I don't think
I don't know.
I don't think
probably none of this is worse than lionfish, right? Like,
yeah, probably not worse than lion. You know, I don't think that watermelons will cause all of the sea to crystallize. So maybe it's not like ice cream. We're attacking Doma.
That's right.
If only we had some kind of mediocre party member that could fail to save us.
Allow me the honor. Faithful retainer to his family's liege.
What do I name this guy? I'm mean to this guy a lot.
Teal.
He's teal.
I don't think it's an unflattering hairline. He's just got a widow's peak.
He's a
All right.
He's a middle-aged man. Cut him some slack. He has a still living family and still living children.
All right. Let their commander have it. You can actually fight any of these dudes if you want. Dispatch, retort, slash.
So cool. Well, I am your worst nightmare, Butthorn. I always liked the commander because he looks like he's carrying a
folding chair.
A folding chair.
Yeah. Sword Tech 2 is what we're really going for here.
Well, I thought cutting his HP in half would be good at the start of the fight, but you're probably right.
It would also put HP leak on him. That'll get him eventually. But yeah, he dies to one retort, so.
Nice. No, I was playing it all, Kaz.
Oh, whoop. Aha, the thing! Okay, it finally happened. So, enemies get fadeaway attacks in this. They get, like, triggers on death that allow them to, like, throw one last, battle command your way. Is one of the most obnoxious things on the entire planet.
Wait, why is Sonic
it
in the
scrambled
lead?
your party. Yeah. Because, like, we were just controlling Cyan, so they give him back. He can't be in either of the slots that these two are in. I don't know. It's
hop. We gotta. Whoop. What should I do to this chest? I'm gonna bop it.
Well, one of them starts the battle with the dog.
Just a lousy cat.
He's just a lousy cat. We're so good at hiding.
Should I fight the dog? I got the
It
star
is no
pendant.
longer possible. I mean, that'll prevent poison.
I mean, I guess I'll...
That's good, right?
It's, I would call it more than nothing.
The black belt is also a pretty good relic.
Yeah. Seems pretty
You
good.
get random counterattacks.
Yeah,
That's going to be downright crucial at a much later point in the game, so it's a good pickup.
Sir? He walked right up to me, but didn't want to fight me.
That man contains Magitech armor. Holy crap.
Yeah, randomly it counterattacks.
I think it's 50%. Like, it's a large percentage.
Doggy. The potion was pretty good. I might actually need that. That thing looks like bad news. Up to Leo.
What, the grabby hand thing?
Yeah, the grabby hand guy.
The UFO with like, little claw arms. It's possible to fight it, but I forget how.
Oh, he said the word die. He mentioned it.
Incredible.
He said if you die
they
in
just-
battle, I'll have to mail your corpse back.
Just breezed over that one. How did they get that past the sensors? This is pretty early in the game.
We're establishing that not everybody in the Empire is evil. General Leo is not willing to sacrifice the lives of his men for a speedy victory. When really, that doesn't get you idolized as a general. Sometimes what gets you idolized as a general and then elected president is by stuffing enough Union boys down their throat until they die. Don't jump the gun. Okay.
We're not done. More
Okay.
cutscenes.
Poison.
He's been gone like 1 minute. He's not even gone yet. You loser. Well, that's ominous. Sure hope he doesn't do any kind of war crime while I'm away.
Some kind of river
Ah, well.
poisoning.
Hmm. Pour it.
And we are establishing the difference between Kefka and Leo. And that
history, bub.
Yeah, the reason you fight Kefka in his human sprite here is so that he can actually animate as a in a cutscene. Yeah, because if he was like the enemy sprite, he wouldn't be able to do this.
Hmm. Do I look like a waiter? See, that's why I need to open up my Final Fantasy themed bar, where all the wait staff has to cosplay as various characters, and so we can have a Kefka waiter, and then he'll say, "Do I look like a waiter?" But haha, I actually am.
Thank you for the 5-pack, anonymous gifter.
Wow. Anonymous 5.
Uncle
Nice.
Phil, you got to kick that man's
Now, this
butt.
is something that I don't. It's your stream, so you can do what you want.
Yeah.
On mine, I do not call out the recipients of gift subs.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
I don't do that shit.
Because it takes
that shit sucks.
It takes too long usually.
Well, I mean, that's not the reason. I mean, it's the same reason that I don't like pop up the like list of names in chat and like try to call people out who have not posted anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't call people out. They haven't interacted with you yet.
Although, a fun part is that my sub alert is going off several times in a row, which means I get to hear Uncle Phil, you got to kick that man's butt about 5 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't have that shit configured either. I don't like those. I think it's really lame. For instance, I've been the recipient of gift subs when I'm just sort of like have the stream on as background noise, and then I suddenly hear my name and it's like the fucking Manchurian Candidate activation phrase, and I get all like paranoid and I close the stream immediately. I don't want that, you know? Like, don't call me out.
The funny part is almost all of the gift subs I've ever received have been to channels I've never watched, and I left a stream in a tab after it ended and they raided somebody else. And then
there's like this raid chain.
and then I get a sub in a channel that got raided that I didn't actually watch.
Yeah.
He's poisoning the river.
Look at it. The mechanics of this poison are buck wild. Like, it's a small enough amount that Kafka can carry it around himself. It's a large enough amount that it has to be prepared in some way.
And it's enough to permanently poison the river.
Through the river.
Yeah.
It's delivered through the river, but also airborne? Like, watch this shit.
That means that it kind of has to be some kind of biological, right? Like he poured in like the yeast into the river that then bubbled into toxic clouds of poison yeast. Yes, you have been perceived, Tiriana. Thank you. Enjoy your sub. Yeah, but again, thank you very much, Anonymous Gifter. Yeah, it's radioactive yeast. That's what it is. And we're going to make some bread.
You got your
Splat.
You got your bread yeast, your beer yeast, your nutritional yeast, radioactive yeast.
Radioactive yeast. Demolition grout yeast.
Got your poisonous yeast, your venomous yeast. You know?
Poison!
What low down and contemptible.
Yeah, we gotta go.
To the king!
We have to go poison taste all of his air. Sir, only breathe the air I breathe. Because if I survive, that means that... oh, now you're running.
And it's like... I really don't understand it. It's like, everyone took a glass of water today except Cyan. Like, what... How did... But this kind of stuff doesn't matter. The mechanics of the thing doesn't matter. He poisoned the water. People die of poison. Whatever. Fine. That's our plot point.
I sure hope my family isn't poisoned.
Yeah, that'd be, you know, even more disastrous. We should probably check on them, though.
Can I get the Amulet of Kings? I guess not. I could give him the sprint shoes to make this one.
Remarkable! You possess the staff of kings. Elaine. Wayne. My boy. Stay hydrated, gamers, but make sure it's not poisoned by a clown.
And this is why Cyan is saved by his crippling addiction to energy drinks. He doesn't actually drink water.
Man, I really hate Twitch.tv sometimes. It's obnoxious. All right.
Yeah.
It's that poison. This isn't going to be easy.
I guess I can't help it all. Well,
Yeah. Shame. That
Oh.
guy's a sitting duck.
I mean, what can I... I'm pressing all
It's
the...
funny, if you do...
I talked
If
to
you
him...
do stand between him and the soldiers, a different thing happens where you get batted out of the way, but you kept dodging it. Yeah, 3v3. Fair fighting. Cyan acting on his own.
That's fine. Shadow saved me. I messed up the blitz input by mashing.
Oh, you shouldn't have said anything. I would have never known. Wait, that just stops them in their tracks?
I'm a man of peace now.
No, boys. Let's cool our heads here.
Surely we can come to surely we can come to some kind of peace agreement. Yeah, 50%. I think I've not missed a single counterattack since equipping the black belt.
You know, sometimes 50% is 100. I can actually check the math. Let's. Classic algorithms. Oh, this says it's a 1 in 4, which I don't believe. That's no way. It's a 1 in 4. That happens way too frequently for that. Okay, well, whatever. I've probably lied to you. Good work. Nice, nice spinning of the wheel.
A shadow left, it looks like.
So they needed a version of this cutscene that works whether he's here or not. So this is designed just for those two?
No, you gotta ease off the clutch. What are you doing? No!
But they just put him down here. He's still here, it's fine. Boop. And that's how we incorporate Shadow into the cutscene. Okay, look, I know that I'm the blocking mail guy. You gotta understand. Anyway, Magitech armor again. Look at this.
I can just blast them. Actually, I might need to have... Yeah, I can do it later. Have Sonic heal himself. Now, can he run away while he's in the Magitech armor?
He cannot. At no point in this whole sequence is Shadow's retreat a thing. I think it would be very cool if he did run away in the Magitech armor. That would be delightful.
Especially if,
I'm
like,
taking this.
The next time you saw him, he was still in it.
He was still had the Magitech armor status, yeah. Did you not have him heal himself? Why is he at 87?
I think the cursor looked like it was on him, but because their sprites are wide, he was actually on. It was actually on.
Oh,
on Sabin again.
Gotcha. I like how they give you 3 different flavors of beam, and they all do the same thing. It's like, what kind of damage do you want? And then none of the enemies in here have a like damage type,
Yeah, so it's
either
just,
strength or weakness. So it's just like,
it's
okay,
just for flavor, I guess.
just blast them. What I'm getting at is that the Final Fantasy games don't always have a fully considered mechanical depth to them. And are often quite jank.
Yes. Do they give you an extra suit there?
Why we give these up, who knows? Whatever.
Now, if we rigged them to blow up on the bridge so that they couldn't follow us, bam, I fixed your scene.
You have to spike the cannons on the way out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then we gotta go to Figaro, which basically we go up and over. Or Narsh. We go to Narsh if I have Figaro. That's what he was saying.
Hmm.
I think.
Crasshopper and Stray Cat. Look at that. Whole team of counterattackers now. We got a Black Belt, we got a Dog, got Retort. Wing Snap!
I mashed my Blitz.
Incorrect Blitz input.
And now let's see Cyan's true power, which is he has a fight command. Berserking Sonic actually made him better.
Mm-hmm.
What if him being berserked keeps him from running away? Because he doesn't... his AI has changed.
I think it would, but maybe.
Yes, I mean, I'm just applying Final Fantasy V knowledge. If this was Final Fantasy V...
yeah, how do we interrupt his scripts?
Yeah.
This is important. I wonder if we could break it in such a way that Shadow running away triggered a Cyan retort. Because that's also really buggy. Killing Stray Cat is somewhat important. For secret reasons.
Yeah, so he'll show up at the Velt.
Those are the secret reasons, yes. Do you want some shuriken? They're kind of cheap.
Yeah, they are kind of cheap. I'll buy 10 of them. In case I have a fight where I want Shadow to do more damage.
Rippler is a little bit how everything is fucked. Like between Rippler, Sketch, and the game over system. Like, God, I should actually get slightly better at some of the glitches and try to do some wild.
God damn it! Stop doing that.
Nonsense. It's just you're magnetized to the house. What's going on there?
Because I want to go down and left after exiting the house, so I'm holding down and left, but it's making me go left after that, so I keep re-entering the village. B-Core.
Pretty good shadow luck so far.
Yeah. That's the power of I'll fight Rhinotar. It's a cool dinosaur.
It's like a rhinoceros minotaur, I think is what they were going for. Like those space police from Doctor Who.
Or the Magic the Gathering card Rocks. The first one. He was a weird rhino monster.
Rocks.
I think he got grandfathered into being a rhino, even though I'm pretty sure he was just Summon Beast.
They will never be bold enough to put the ape type line on humans.
Human ape.
Human ape.
Well, just
never do it.
just you wait until the what is those movies called? They blew it all up. The universe is
Planet
beyond
of the Apes?
the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, universe is beyond Planet of the Apes. Oh no. Oh shit. The terrifying thing is how realistic that is as an expectation.
It's like this is Caesar, legendary creature, human ape.
Human ape. Oh god. Dr. Zaius, human ape advisor.
I don't know
Okay,
where to
so
go.
it's funny to me that your first instinct was to go backward because,
I actually wanted to go forward.
yeah.
I didn't.
I
know
mean,
if
you're right. You're trying to get where they are. It's just you can't because there's a rock in your way that goes away after this scenario.
Yeah, I'm just trying to lose shadow then. Okay, let's go take a nap and then go to the place. The place where I thought I was going, well, I thought was a dead end. Wait, Charlton Heston might be a planeswalker. Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
Did he take an omen path back to Earth?
I mean, if we're talking really, Urza's design is very Ten Commandments Charlton Heston, right?
He's got a little of the Ten Commandments, Charles.
I mean, I can imagine Urza holding two tablets. That's the Might tablet and the Meek tablet.
We got your fancy rocks right here. Oh man, universe is beyond the Bible. No one is ready for this. I exiled Jesus Christ with swords to plowshares.
I mean, swords to plowshares already like There's probably some Bible.
Yeah,
magic.
there are a couple of magic cards with Bible quotes on them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll just have to make the Catholic cube.
The Catholic cube. Hashtag Catholic gaming.
Hashtag
Oh
Catholic
no.
gaming.
Oh my god.
We're being very gormful tonight.
Man.
We got our
God.
we got our
We
got our
could
gorm
we
back.
get, like some fucking biblically accurate angels in Magic the Gathering. Can we have that shit?
Okay.
Yeah, you walk across the bridge.
Pope. The bridge. I was just there. The bridge was just a place, and now it's.
You just walk across the bridge.
I messed up my.
It's all right. It's all right. Thinking too hard about the Catholic cube.
And Planet of the Apes universe is beyond. It's too much.
Universe is beyond Planet of the Apes. I mean, they've had Assassin's Creed already.
Yeah, you could probably get some good stuff for the
Nothing's off the table.
Assassin's Creed's probably got some good stuff for the Catholic cube in it.
Hmm.
Because the Pope is a major
Well,
player
they were
in
like
Assassin's
mostly
Creed
the bad
2.
guys, right?
Oh yeah,
like Templars and.
I do believe the Pope was a Knights Templar.
Hmm. Hey, it's Doma. Want to go into Doma?
Absolutely.
Oh. This is off limits.
Well, they got rid of the poison.
Yeah, they weren't going to drink that.
They said to drain the river.
Right, a regular thing that they're capable of somehow. They got pipes. We can put this together.
My question is, what river? There's no river.
Yeah, we're kind of adjacent to this thing.
This thing, yeah.
This is the river.
This is the river.
And it even goes from the Imperial camp to the sea, so you could kind of It's fine. They did the map kind of good here, actually.
They did it up. So what makes a crasshopper crass? Does it tell lots of lewd jokes?
Yeah, the wing snap infuriates you. It makes you berserk.
Unless you block it.
I will block the noise.
Oh,
my job here is over. I've earned my fee. Ta-ta.
the fee that I totally paid you. Now he should be able to run off with the money from that encounter.
Yeah, earn 0 GP. That would be kind of funny. The Phantom Forest. But yeah, you totally could have kept him through this sequence.
Okay. I have to make sure that...
Ghosts. Or ghost, singular.
Gotta get my practice in. Apparently I can't suplex a ghost. But
yeah, suplex really sucks, unfortunately.
But I can Kikong wave a ghost.
Yeah.
It's holy damage, so... Yeah.
Yeah, 700.
Actually, when I went back to the town, I should have bought a bunch of potions.
We'll be fine.
Okay, I have some potions.
We'll be fine. You just saved outside of the Phantom Forest. And there's a pond. Look at that.
Look at this. Look at this pure and refreshing healing spring.
I think it looks really good. I don't know.
I wouldn't drink
I was always
it.
pretty impressed by that one.
I mean, it's nice looking, but I wouldn't drink it.
We're seasoned adventurers. It's a different world out there. You know?
Maybe we.
I don't think I would look at a still water in a forest full of ghosts and be like, yum yum. I would at least boil it.
Okay, no. When you say it like that, if the ghosts are imbuing the water with ghost energy, then yes, I would drink it. Because it would make me immortal. I would live so long that people would forget that I was the Pope.
You have a point.
That means a lot to me, Kaz, that you're willing to believe my ghost food theory by proxy.
I can be reasonable on occasion. It's one of many hats I wear.
Oh, when you level up your gut flora, like, levels up and is able to process greater and greater. So that's why Cyan lived and everyone else in Doma died. He was high enough level that his body could metabolize the radioactive
Yeah. His gut his gut bacteria, they had higher levels.
Yeah, so they
had leveled up.
They had leveled up enough to survive the radioactive yeast.
Yeah. Now, you know what? After hearing about that dwarf fortress bug that turned riverfish into, like, huge muscly warriors or whatever, the carp stands up.
The carp. The thing with carps was, carps kind of unintentionally had the same, like, basically the bite attack was overtuned. Like, the attack bite was overtuned, and because carp were physically large and had the bite attack, it made them very dangerous. Creatures in general were just more dangerous because they were more violent back then. It's like everybody knows about elephants and boat murdered, whereas now elephants...
Oh, yeah.
Elephants, if you get near an elephant now, they just run away from you. Goodbye,
Roasted.
Cyan.
You know what? I don't actually know if the recovery spring will bring you back from the grave. Let's find out.
Let's find out. I was kind of counting on it in order to save a potion. Yeah, and they do in every other...
he's fine.
They do in every other game, so I imagined they would in this one as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been burned too many times. I try not to take anything for granted anymore.
That is true.
the zombie status in particular has always been really sticky for no reason.
Yeah. Well, it's a buff, Kaz. That's why.
All right. Well, we went down last time, so yeah. It's mostly ghosts. So I had this idea for an RPG where Mario works for the Catholic Church. We call it Papal Mario.
Oh, he's a good Italian Catholic boy.
Yeah, we can ham up that part of the Mario canon.
We gotta have Mario complaining about how it's from my mind a kind of pasta that everybody has their own recipe for, and was probably invented by Italian Americans in Italy during the occupation of World War II. But the Italian mindset on food, like, kind of makes it become a cultural icon for Italy. Fuck. Why? Why can I not remember the most?
Because there's lots of kinds of pasta. I don't know. What's like? Are we thinking of a shape or?
No, it's. Shabada, you gotta help me. Carbonara.
Carbonara. Okay. So it's pasta and some other stuff.
Yeah, Italians are very picky about it.
Well, I don't know that I've ever met any.
Oh, we can ride the ghost train.
Yep. I don't see any reason to not. Serpo.
It is a little weird how Cyan is like instantly sticking to Sabin like this when Cyan is older and also aggrieved and like obsessed
well,
with
I think
revenge.
it's no. I think it's that second thing, right? Like they've rapidly bonded over being on the same side in battle, which is something as a retainer and military man, Cyan would be familiar with as a concept. And he's also not super mentally stable.
Maybe he's just a.
And these are some pretty exceptional circumstances. Still going.
They got their hooks.
I love some of the enemy names in this.
Well, how much personality can you put into 10 characters, you know?
I know, right? Yeah, another big swing for the fences thing is they tried to tell this grand tale with this ensemble cast, and there really is not room for all of them.
Yes.
Can't leave the train now. Won't open. This is the Phantom Train!
This is the Impresario.
The Impresario. Wow. Information guy. All right.
They're all blank.
They have no need of schedules. That's right. Cyan has other characteristics. Nervous about machines.
Okay, I'm not allowed to pull levers. So really, it should have
We
been...
might need more information from that guy, and if he has more to say.
Bomb? Lamp oil?
Oh, blaze it! Yikes! Ow! That's one of the worst things that could happen. Okay, thanks. Ow. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I literally just did... I just saved.
Yeah.
We are also at time, so we could...
Oh, that's true.
This is
Okay.
a pretty good place to,
Yeah.
to call it off.
We can pick up from here and maybe talk to the man next time, because we're not going to remember everything.
We're not going to
he has
remember.
say.
And sometimes you just fight bombs and they just...
Yeah, they
wipe
open
you.
up with their strongest attack that we have no real countermeasures against.
I also don't have any healing other than 6 potions. Five
We'll be fine.
potions.
Wait, you don't have even one tent?
No, I have 3 sleeping bags.
Oh, you have a tent?
I have a tent.
Yeah.
I have a tent.
A tent.
I have a tent. Maybe they correctly found out that tents are kind of powerful. Although they would yet to be at their highest power, which would be in Final Fantasy IX.
Final Fantasy 9?
Yeah.
That complete fucking nonsense.
It's that is a way to prefer to 9. Is being complete nonsense. I do have elixirs because I've been on the clock, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks to our anonymous gifter earlier and everybody with their subs. Thanks for joining me, Cass. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure.
That's going to be it for now. We'll go watch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll go watch some Magic the Gathering. Was gonna be sure to tell Jens about your ideas for the Catholic Cube, so that
I'm gonna spare him of that, I think, considering I don't actually have any ideas.
Good night, everybody.